Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. All right, Scorpio, welcome home if you are new here, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. It is Thanksgiving Eve where I am in the United States. So no matter where you are in this universe, please take a moment and give thanks to the universe. Give thanks to your ancestors. Set an extra plate this year. It will be much appreciated by your spirit team. Trust me on that. All right, guys. Also, just a quick reminder that, first of all, this is our weekly reading for the week of November 30th through December 6th. Gosh, can you stand it? We're already in December. Where did the time go? So this is our weekly reading. In addition to that, it is holiday season, and I just want to do a quick reminder. Black Friday sale through the rest of the month of November. If you are looking to get these Otter Spirit bracelets, links in the description box. They upped it to 35% off. So Stasi 35, the link is in the description. It'll also be a pinned comment. So many of you have reached out saying how much you like them. I got my son the Scorpio Power, or I think it's the Scorpio Power Pack bracelet set. I think I said that right, for the holidays, because he really likes these bracelets, and I got him an extra large. So they have all kinds of sizes. And also at the end of this reading, just stay tuned, because I am giving away a full length reading, and I'm announcing that winner, as well as a free mini read. All right, so let's get it together. That was more for me. I have been running around all morning, getting ready for tomorrow. I had no plans on cooking, and now I am. But that's okay, because it's just me and kiddo, so it'll be a nice meal. All right, let's get started. This says, I accept my uniqueness. That was a tough one for me. I accept my uniqueness. You know what? Let's comment this below. I give thanks for who I am. I give thanks for who I am. Comment that below, and that will enter you into next week's mini read. But this was a really hard one for me, and I think it does matter where you grew up, how you grew up, and what time you grew up, right? Are you a Gen X or a millennial? And people have changed over the years, but this entire idea of I accept my uniqueness, right? I am my own brand, was difficult for me. And I'm curious, am I the only one? Is it because Scorpios are so introspective? I'm not sure. The affirmation reads, there is no competition and no comparison, for we are all different and meant to be that way. I am special and wonderful. I love myself. I accept my uniqueness. So comment below. I am thankful for who I am. This also reads number 36, Oshun, the unlocked gates. I love these cards. Freedom, breaking barriers, unleashing potentials. You know what I love? These cards really do go together. You're breaking barriers. You're unleashing new aspects of yourself because you accept yourself for all that you are. And this reads heart and mind. There is a balancing here. This reminds me of the temperance card. The heart and the mind is asking you to balance out. So this could be a very emotional time. Without getting anybody watery eyes, we all know that the holidays, right, no matter what you celebrate, any type of ritual, religion, all of those things can bring up some really serious emotions, especially when you've buried, if you've lost anyone. So please take some time before the year ends, say a prayer, light a candle, set an extra, seat at your table, and invite your guides to sit with you and, kind of do a year-end review, right? And if you get emotional, that's fine. But again, heart and mind, there's a balance there to be had this week. So let's keep going, and again, this is for the 30th, November 30th through the 6th. So I've got the Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Swords. Ace of Swords is about communication, intellect, ideas. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy, which is huge expansion. Right now, Jupiter's exalted in Cancer. Well, Jupiter's always exalted in Cancer, but Jupiter's in Cancer right now. And I actually think it's retrograde at the moment. But there's an energy here of you wanting to do something and feeling a little bit unsure about it. It is kind of tying in with this here. So that's interesting, Scorpio, because I'm getting a couple of different messages. One is, and this has been coming through for a little bit, you get that job, you get that client, you get that thing that you thought you weren't going to get at first. And the perfect example that I keep thinking of is you applied for a job or you tried to get a contract or a deal going, and initially it fell through. Something didn't work out with it. And then a callback comes and says, hey, actually, Scorpio, we have a space for you. Or, hey, actually, Scorpio, we would love to connect and see how this goes. It's a general reading, so you're going to have to make this work for your life situation. It could be a relationship. It could be a number of things. There's a lot of you on here, and I'm very blessed for that. But ideally, this is something coming back around that you want. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's a romantic relationship. It doesn't feel that way. This is more something leading to a move or finances. That's how it's coming through right now, but we'll keep looking. In any event, what I do see here is you going back and forth in your mind. Like, is this really a move I want to make? This is going to create huge changes in my life. So let's keep looking and see, because it feels very much like this week there's something of significance that pushes you one way or the other. So we've got the Justice card coming through, Libra energy, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Yes, Scorpio, there's some thought here, like, is this going to balance out my life? Is this going to work in my favor? Is this going to be fair? Is this a fair deal? I'm hearing that. So if you're going through a legal proceeding, you're considering one, there is, again, this idea of, is this the right thing to do? With this Eight of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles, I have you kind of reworking your finances because there's something more important that you want to focus on. So here's another example. Some Scorpios might decide that in 2026, they want to buy a home. Right? You want your own property, you want to buy something, but you don't want to live where you are. So you've got to think about where you're going to go, a new job, a new location. It's like that kind of energy is coming through, and my ears are ringing. So that's definitely true for a good portion of Scorpios right now. You're making a big, huge decision, and as a result, you're scaling back some of the well-earned finances that have come in. Even though I do feel that Scorpios will be receiving some unexpected money, again, bonus, an increase, a promotion, even though all of that is true, I see you being a little bit more conservative because you're saving for something specific. Also, I feel that some Scorpios are going to be taking a class or attending something of importance that's going to bolster your career or bolster your personal development. So okay, hold on. I didn't expect this, but I've got the Tower card with the 10 of Pentacles. So definitely a sudden change in financial matters. And at the home front, this does piggyback off of what I was saying. Like, there's something here where you decide, I'm gonna buy that house, or I'm going to set money aside and I'm going to move to another country. Like, I know that sounds really far-fetched for some of us, but for others, it's the reality of it. And again, I feel like this is something that you didn't expect from yourself. So there's that Eight of Swords energy. Hold on, guys. Sorry. It's too much happening. Remember to comment, I am thankful for who I am, because that works in your favor. Here we do have the 10 of Swords, the 2 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Well, because we saw the Tower card with the 10 of Pentacles, if you're in a relationship and you're on the fence about it, there could be something happening there, because this does have the 10 of Swords, the 2 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So I have to say this, as much as I don't want to. I usually stay away from all kinds of relationship readings and things like that, unless you're doing a personal reading with me. But the messages are coming through really clearly. If you're on the fence about your partner, or if you think your partner's cheating on you, you may find out something of that nature soon. I'm so sorry. And I as much as I want to like step away from this, they keep coming with me like, you need to report on this. So forgive me. Again, if you think your partner's cheating, you may get some concrete evidence that is actually happening, and unexpected, which leads to the shift and the sudden movement in what you're doing, the jobs you're taking, all of that. If it's not that, the most respectful thing I can say is that something unexpected that upsets the apple cart shows up in your world, and it may have something to do with an intimate relationship or one of family or someone that's very close to you. It could even be like your friend tells you, hey, so-and-so, hey, Scorpio, I just found out about my partner. Can I stay with you? Okay. So there's something here. So I'm going to set that aside respectfully. The other energy that I'm picking up is basically the exact opposite, right? Someone new enters your life, maybe because now there's space, but someone new enters your life and it's very exciting. So that's the best thing I can say without getting into too much of the deep darky feelings. But I will just say I've got the 10 of Swords here, which is feeling betrayed, stabbed in the back, and then followed by the 2 of Cups, which is generally a relationship of importance, mostly a romantic one. And then we've got the Ace of Wands, which could be like a new sexual adventure, or and that's how it's coming across. But also the Ace of Wands is creativity and something being sparked. So that's why it could also be the ending of being single and something new energy coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify these really quickly. I'm going to lay down all the cards. But I mean, I have to be honest, it makes sense, because overall, I see Scorpio just branching out of something that hasn't been pleasing. And whether that be like same old energy, you're like, oh, I can't do this one more day, or just an expansion in your finances, but that move is creating you to budget differently. So we shall see. All right. Any other clarifiers? I've got the 7 of Pentacles. Trying to find out more about this last row here. So the 7 of Pentacles is like, is anything ever going to change? Is anything ever going to come of this? You know, maybe you're waiting for a relationship to get more serious, or you're waiting for the truth to come up in a matter. You're waiting for your finances to change. So there's like this energy of like waiting. You've put a lot of energy, time, and like work into something, and you're feeling like, I don't know if I've made the right choice. You're revisiting a choice that you've made. The Moon card, you feel left in the dark. You're feeling like I something's going on. I can feel it. And then we have the 3 of Wands. Once you get the clarifier that you need, and I'm hearing like it's not what you expect. Maybe you were looking for something very concretely, and instead it just comes out of left field. Interesting. Because here I've got the 3 of Wands. Now you have what you need and you're out. You've just set pace. And again, guys, this might not be a romantic relationship. This might really be like you have been working for the same company for 20 years and you feel like you're being passed over for promotion. It's that kind of vibe. You're feeling you've put in a lot of energy into something. Is it going to pay off? Someone's lying to you. Someone's not being as honest as they should be. You sense it. And then this week, information comes forward in some form or fashion that is the catalyst that says, you know what? I'm going to just refocus all this energy I've put into this job, this person, this house, whatever, and I'm going to reel it back in so that I can then build the vision I want. You accept all parts of you. You don't want to be passed over, second fiddle any longer. This is a really independent energy that's coming forward for Scorpio. And I also I got to say this too. I just got a message about like, if someone, oh, this is so left field. If someone owes you money and you've been toying with the idea of taking them to court, this would be a good time to start looking for, and I'm hearing new counsel. So you might need to speak to someone that can help you, an arbitrator, a solicitor, something like that. That's coming forward, but they're saying like starting more towards the end of this week. Oh, you know what? Mercury retrograde, I think, ends, or it's over. It's ending at the end of this month, right? So today's the 26th, and then there's a post-shadow period, but whatever. I'm hearing that like the 4th, the 5th of December are good times to start looking for legal counsel. Geez, and I got to be honest, if you do find out something about a partner and you're choosing to leave, you may have to do that anyway. But gosh, I hate that keeps coming up. I'm so sorry. But separate from that, no matter what you're dealing with, if you feel like someone owes you money, this is a good time to revisit the 4th and 5th. I'm sorry, the 4th and 5th, that Thursday and Friday. What else? Hold on. This might also be a good time to start looking for a vehicle if you're in the market for that. I'm just getting a lot of pings, so give me a second. They're just throwing everything. Yeah, that's why there's this need that even though you've gotten or you're about to get extra financing that you didn't expect, again, bonus, inheritance, someone gifts you something extra over the holidays. I don't know. You'll have to know what that looks like for you, but unexpected money, or it's better than expected. But then your focus has changed recently. So instead of just spending it, I feel like you're just going to divvy it out more intentionally. But for like a bigger ticket item, house, car, large vacation, something big, right? It's what Scorpio is going to be intending to do. Anything else? I've got the Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Star card. All right, well, that's a good way to move. So the Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Star card. This does come across like, because look, the Knight of Pentacles is slow as hell, but they're still taking action. Knight of Pentacles is thinking. They're being very discerning about where they're going to plant their pentacle, right? Where you're going to park your butt. So with the Seven of Pentacles, wondering if something's going to come to fruition and like, is all this energy worth it? And you've been kind of waiting for the right time. We have here the Wheel of Fortune saying it is the right time now. Now, this week is the right time to make some moves that you've been holding off on. And the King of Pentacles is coming through with the Moon card. And that does piggyback off what I was saying in an environment with work. If you're feeling passed over, you don't know something that's going on. This could be what has you moving towards a different goal. And it could very well be that what you don't know is that you're about to get that promotion, right? So, something changes in the workplace potentially, or something changes in the finances. And then the Star card comes forward. That's Aquarius energy here with that Three of Wands. So ultimately, Scorpio, with all of these different changes and all of these like sudden shifts and things coming forward, and there's a lot of opportunity here as well Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. That's inspiration, the beginning, the start of. And then we also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is number 10. We've got the 10 of Swords coming through. We saw the 10 of Pentacles, and 10s, are also like an ending, something wrapping up. So you've got, as we always do, endings and beginnings, truths being revealed, things coming to light, clarity that you need to make the decisions to propel you forward. So that's a lot of information, Scorpio, but I will just say this: whatever you're suspicious of, keep your eyes open and don't try to repaint anything or anyone, and allow people to show you who they are, because they always will. They always will. All right, guys, let's look at the shadow work this week. And again, document, comment below. I am thankful for who I am. And don't forget, I'm going to be announcing the winner of the full length reading, as well as doing like a quick little mini read for someone in our audience. True self versus pseudo self, number 17. Oh, true self versus pseudo self, number 17. So 17 is the number in the major arcana for the star card. So let's look at that. So you are the star. You have succeeded. This is also the hope after the storm. So this is the card that comes through after the Tower card. And here, when we had the shadow work, is about being your true self over that mask that we wear. And that, again, goes off of this: I accept my uniqueness. So the universe is giving us some very specific messages about being true to who you are, breaking away from anything that makes you feel less than, taking chances on yourself, reeling in your finances because there are big ticket items that you want, right? This isn't like something broke down and you need to replace it. It's not that type of vibe. I'm getting, I really want this, so I'm going to change the way I see my finances. And if you're in a relationship that's bleeding you dry, that might be step one, to be honest. So true self versus a pseudo self. This is a time of rediscovery for Scorpio, which is very, very good. I always love when that reminder comes through, because, as Scorpios change so much, because there's so much introspection, that sometimes it can be hard to accept something new about yourself. So lean into it, Scorpio. Nobody's as hard on you as you are. True story. All right. And this reads, look at the stars. My expression comes from the fact that we just looked at the star. And the universe is saying, go back, look at the stars. Look up and remember that you are but a tiny speck in a large, mysterious universe. Isn't that humbling? You are just a tiny speck. You're a little star. Let the magic of the stars connect you to your own special magic. Reconnect to who and what you are. Be your true self, whatever that looks like, and that will change over time, and it's supposed to. You're on the right track, Scorpio. No matter what track that is, it's right for you. I love you guys so much. I wish everyone watching this video has the absolute best day, year, time ahead. This entire thing of life does not come with a rule book, a guidebook, a handbook. None of it does. We're all out here winging it, okay? We're doing the best we can. And I say that all the time. We're doing the best we can with the information that we have. So, listen, ultimately, Scorpio, live your best life. Enjoy it. You are too good looking, too smart, too unique to be wrapped up with anyone who doesn't see that in you. You first must see it in yourself. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. The winner of the full length reading, you're going to get an email from me with a coupon code, and then you'll take that email and that coupon code and you'll head over to starswithstasi.com and you will book your reading and then enter the coupon code worth $100 or a 30-minute reading. You can put that towards anything you like. That Winner is JNL5050. So if you are a regular watcher and you sit with us on our live chats, you know that JNL is also Lauren. I think it's Lauren or Laura. And she is working her tail off in 2025. She has quit smoking. She has dealt with cancer, had surgery, and is in recovery. And every reading, she's on here typing away, saying thank you, spreading her wisdom and her cheer. She's got so much going on. And so let's all just take a moment to congratulate JNL5050. I will be reaching out to you with your coupon code because I am so proud of you for keeping your head held high through all of the different challenges that have come your way. There's so much more to your story, but that's your story to tell. And I'm very, very thankful that you have just found the Starsi community and are such an active part of it. So thank you so much. The winner of last week's mini reading is Renee Wilcott. So Renee, let's take a look at the rest of 2025 for you, my love. Thank you so much for always spending your time and energy on this channel. I'm so, so thankful. I do have the Three of Cups and Page of Cups that just come forward. So that's interesting. That's an energy of fun and friends and celebration and youthful energy as well. Lots of water sign energy. So, Three of Cups could be sisters, could be the feminine energies in your life. This could be friends from growing up potentially because it came through with the Page of Cups, and pages are young and youthful energy. It could be family, but you'll have to know what that means for you. But this is like this idea of celebrating and reconnecting. And maybe you're expecting a new member in the family and there's celebration there. So I'll be interested to know what that looks like for you. And everyone else, let's just, hang out and see what a mini read's all about for sure. Here I've got the Queen of Swords. Why? Why is she showing up? Seven of Wands. Ooh, honey. Okay, hold on. You're having it out with somebody because of something they said or something you're about to say. And I don't know about having it out, but you're definitely keeping somebody at arm's length. You're not in the best place with them. Three of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. What an interesting mix here. Okay. This is coming through so strangely, but it is what it is. I don't know if you're in a situation where there's okay. Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Wands and Seven of Swords really are giving a bit of a heads up, a warning, so to speak, that in matters of potentially finances or somebody giving you something, because I've got the Six of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles, like someone giving to you, someone being generous. It might be that they have a, what's the word I'm looking? Ulterior motive, right? So just be mindful if someone says, hey, Renee, I want to give you a house. Hey, Renee, I want to take you away. Or, hey, Renee, I know you've been having a hard time. Here's $1,000 to get you through. Whatever. Something here feels like, I don't know. I don't trust it. Are you lying? What do you want from me? And there's this energy of like, maybe I just need to keep some distance from you. That's how it's coming across. So very specific, but I will just leave it at that. The only other thing I can think of is because I recently in this English and just a couple of one more time. You must not trust what someone's saying to you because I can't get my words out. A few moments ago, I mentioned that if someone owes you money, this is a good time to go after it. And then, more money than expected, all those things. You were here. My point is, there could be that someone owes you money and you're just not trusting them saying to you, yeah, I'm going to get it right to you. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And you're like, meh, I don't know about that. So, and again, this is for the rest of this year. So this may not have happened just yet. It may be something on the horizon. I've got the King of Pentacles. That is long-term wealth and financial security, and there's something here about your money. God, 8 of Pentacles. Hold on. I mean, this is that energy of the reading that I just did. There's an exhaustion here after putting a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into a situation. You have a vision for what you want something to look like, and there's just this exhaustion, but you're not giving up. You're very strong, Renee. That's how it's coming through. It's very strong and very you're standing your ground in a more difficult situation as the year wraps up, and you're very focused on an outcome. Like, you're not letting anything or anyone derail you. I have the High Priest, which can be a number of things. That can also be the High Priest is Taurus energy, which is matters in the material world. But the High Priest deals with more traditional structures, religion, politics, marriages sometimes, right? So I just put that there, the High Priest. These are all very traditional thinking, right? So you're just you're rooted in an idea that you're not letting go of. What's interesting is that's number 5. Then the 5 of Pentacles comes out. Then the 7 of Pentacles. So you have 3 number 7s and 2 number 5s. The 5 of Pentacles is feeling iced out. Feeling, literally, look at this card. You see that those are 5 shining, beautiful pentacles, but they are iced out. It's like you're still thriving in the face of adversity, and your plan is to continue to move forward because you've put a lot of work into something. And because we did see the original cards of celebration come through, I feel that you do persevere through something, but you've got to weed out the negativity, the players in the background that are maybe doing things to make situations harder for you. So then what's the outcome of all this, please? The Chariot card, another number 7. So this is, look out for 7s, okay? This, and 7s are a very lucky number, and this is victory through neutrality. And I say that because in the regular Rider-Waite-Smith, you'll see that the person is seated in the center and they have the sphinxes on either side of them, but there's always a balance here with the control coming from a more neutral position. Don't get angered by things. Don't get pulled into things. And it looks like that's what you're doing. You're maintaining your focus and you're winning through that. This is a card of victory ultimately. So just make sure that your health stays in good order. Don't allow anything or anyone to drag you down, but keep your eyes open. If something feels too good to be true, seems too good to be true, it might be a call to investigate further and get all the details, and make sure there isn't somebody in the background with just, their own agenda. That's the best thing I can say. But it looks like overall you get what it is you've been working so hard on, but that's closer towards the end of this year, which is only a few weeks away, Renee. So I wish you all the best. Let me know how this resonated and what this means for you. That's very interested to know more. And thank you guys, all of you, so much again for being here each week. I am so grateful. And I don't know, let me know what you're doing for the holidays or what you've got going on for the rest of this year. I read all the comments. And again, thank you so much for your time, your energies. Don't forget to hype up this video. Help me get to 20,000 before the year is over. That's an aggressive goal, but I don't care. I'm going for it. All right, guys, thank you so much. And remember, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Have a great day ahead and happy holidays. Shine brightly.